Hey guys, welcome to another grip training session. Yeah, today we're gonna do something very different than usual. I already warmed up, so I didn't want to show you my warm-up process again because you already know that I'm always using the trainer for it. I hope one day that I can use the trainer as my speed gripper, so that I warm up, let's say, with a heavy grip 150 then, okay? And not with a trainer anymore, because right now I have the problem that I do not really have a gripper for speed closes, because even the trainer is not very hard to close, and I can definitely close it in the fastest way possible compared to other grippers, but it's still not really, I'm still not strong enough to close the trainer for speed closes. Let's say it like that, okay? So if you want to do, let's say, 8 speed closes and 5 reps of that shit, for example, the trainer is still a bit tough for me. Although I can max it out, I think, for 25 to 30 reps in my right hand right now. But still, it's not, I still haven't got a gripper for speed closes, and I don't want to go down anymore. So I am definitely not going to buy the Sport or the Guide, because that is too dismotivating, too disencouraging, and I don't want to do that. So what we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to do some primer training. Now, what is a primer? A primer is a gripper that is beyond your goal gripper and obviously beyond your current max gripper. So my goal gripper, as you know, is the heavy grip 200. So I obviously need something a bit higher than that. And that is the 0 point, not the 0 point. I've been talking about the 0 point so long, so that it's almost marked into my brain. No, it's the 1.5 actually, which is my primer gripper. And a primer gripper is only there, and you can see it like that, yeah, on 1.5. A primer gripper is only there to really help you squeeze the handles of a gripper with the maximum force right from the beginning. And that is so important if you want to close big grippers, because if you do slow repetitions, or if you're not able to fully take advantage of all the power you have in a blink of an eye, in a split second, so to speak, then you won't be able to close them. So obviously I'm not able to close the 1.5, definitely not in a TNS, and I doubt that I'm able to close it in a deep set. So that's really a gripper that's really beyond my capabilities right now. But as I said, I want to train this crush from the beginning, so that I when I go back to the 0.5 or to the 1, it doesn't feel as hard anymore to squeeze those handles in a no set, for example, or even in a credit card set or a deep set, simply because I'm used to more tension right from the beginning. And as you can see, that was my first gripper I bought, my first hardcore gripper I bought, so it's already a bit rusty, because at this time I was too naive to think that I can close the 1.5 very easily without any training. So life taught me a lesson, and yeah, here we go. So first I'm going to start with no sets and trying to, well, close it as much as I can. And then I'm going to try to do the same method again, but with setting it a little bit deeper. So here we go. Right hand. Okay. Left hand. A little break, because this should be a longer session. I could also use the 2, for example, but why should I use the 2 when I have problems with the 1.5? So we don't want to hurt ourselves, and therefore we take the minimum risk possible, and that's always the best possibility. So I'm actually closer than I think, or than I thought I would. So maybe I will try, after a couple of no set attempts, to close it in a deep set, which would be definitely well, a big thing, because I think I'm able to close the heavy grip 200 in a deep set, but the 1.5 is a little bit tougher. So third and last single attempt in a no set. Yeah, I don't get it beyond parallel, but that's what I was expecting. So yeah, definitely tougher than the heavy grip 200. So let's see now whether I can close it if I set it a bit deeper, or whether I get closer if I set it a bit deeper. First attempt. Yes, I obviously do, but I'm still not able to close it. So I'm slightly beyond parallel when I set it, as deep as I can currently, which is not that deep, by the way, because the tension is too high, so I cannot really deep set it. I can parallel set it, I would say, but I cannot deep set it. The strength isn't there. Okay, yeah, a little break. Let's drink something. So obviously it doesn't make sense to do anything more than singles with a primer. Because even trying to get it as close to closing is ridiculously hard. I mean, you have to keep in mind, this is one level above my goal gripper, right? One level above my goal gripper. And again, this is simply for mixing it up, because if you're always doing the same workouts, your progress starts to, well, become slower and slower. And that can be discouraging. So once in a while, you train something like that, doing some primer training, just to get used to the heavier resistances to come, because as we all know, grippers are addictive, and once you close the another gripper level, you always want to go further and try to close the next one up. So therefore it's also somehow a test of your max strength, so you can really be sure of your assessment. If you say, okay, the heavy grip 200 is right now my goal gripper, which it is, well, this one here showed me that it is. Okay, so I set it again. Sorry if you can't see it, but it's not really. So actually that was the train and I thought, why is it so easy? So let me just show you how I set it. although I'm not able to use my full body here in this position. Yeah, I can set it to parallel and that's it. Ah. Now again with my left hand. And as you can see, if I set it to parallel, I can get beyond parallel. But there's still a centimeter between the handles, which is a lot. And therefore, I'm nowhere near closing this gripper right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not setting it again, and I'm going for max holds to burn out my hands. Why do I always pick up the train? I don't need it right now. Last one here with my left hand. So you can also see the difference between the 1 and the 1.5, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, that was it for today. Some primer training. I did some regular work 2 days ago with my own programming here. And well, as I said, if you always stick to the program, it becomes boring and you see results, but it takes a lot of time until you really see them. So once in a while doing something else is quite nice. So thank you again and see you the next time.